Coming up next, Todd Trenchard and Courtney Anderson speak to Richard Chenoweth, the owner of Scranton's Restaurant in Pascagoula, about some exciting things taking place. It's all right here on Spotlight Gulf Coast.
Hi everyone, this is Todd Trenchard and Courtney Anderson welcoming you to the first show of 2021 Spotlight Gulf Coast right here on WGUD and Fox 25. Each week we come into your living room talking about what's going on all across South Mississippi, and we want to thank our sponsors, the IP Casino Resort and Spa, Airmasters, Gulf Sales, Scranton's, and Lighthouse for this opportunity. Being the first show, we thought it would be a great time to get together with you, Courtney, and maybe look at the past year. It went by quick.
Yeah, it's been a whirlwind. It's been a fun ride, honestly.
Well,
never stopping.
I think when you first came on board, you know, you were watching the show and then started gradually becoming a co-host. Now this is sort of your, I guess.
I love
favorite.
it. Yeah, Tuesdays I'm like, it's exciting. I love it.
So we have some exciting things that we'll be doing going forward, and we'll talk about that a little bit. But this past year, getting used to having a weekly TV show, how has it been for you? Because I guess, would like to know what it's like from somebody that's just starting and then it becomes more comfortable. And
yes, well, I mean, ever since I was little, I've just dreamed of this. I love it. I'm animated, I'm dramatic, I'm very interested in other people's lives, what's going on.
Right.
And I truly care. And so when this opportunity came, it was just like, I jumped in on it.
Yeah.
And if you watch the first shows, you were saying you're like, this is just part of it. I was so uncomfortable and just awkward.
Right.
But I just had to, you know, bite the bullet and keep pushing. And now I feel comfortable. I enjoy it. And
it becomes almost second nature. And, you know, I think that's with anyone. In fact, you caught on a lot quicker than most. I've seen people with that blank stare.
You think? Well, thank you.
But you do have that, I guess, ability to relate to anyone that's a guest on the show. And what I find unique about what you're always asking me for background on the person that might be coming on so you can learn a little bit about them before the show. And that shows, like I said, a unique interest on, you know, I want to know.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't just like some stoic thing where I'm, you know, doing a job. I love it. I'm truly interested.
Now, this coming year, we are going to get a new set. I mean, you've told me from day one.
I'm sorry, but
we got this
thank
got
goodness.
to go.
It does.
But we'll be doing that within, you know, probably the next month. And then in the March time frame, we're going to have a total revamping into where the shoot dates will be on Thursday. The show may even air. We're going to look at maybe some new nights to air on WGD and Fox, and how we can do that. But you know, it really is an opportunity by taking it coastwide to focus on issues that are not just here in our backyard. And we've had some great shows. Going to the aquarium was just something unique.
And I think it's just going to keep getting better. You know, things just resonate with me, and I'm like, I need to reach out to them. You know, little doing of my own, and it works out great.
And so we'll hopefully be getting a, you know, very organized, you know, I guess template to where, you know, we have guests that are lined up, and actually we get more and more people asking to be on the show, which is good.
Well, I want it to be like an honor. I want them to be excited and, you know, want to come on Spotlight Gulf Coast, and I think that just takes time with a reputable reputation. And doing good deeds out there on the Gulf Coast.
I think that also one of the big differences from when I started, which was a long, long time ago, is the ability to put this on social media, YouTube, the same day that it airs. A lot of people are watching it in that venue.
On social media.
And then you can get responses, and, you know, or people can call you, and that has been a big change. I've seen over the last couple of years as more and more people go to social media, and now we're airing those shows. Pretty much, you're always liking to see the show before it even airs.
Right, especially with
TV.
the pandemic and the TV. I mean, it's really been good for our, you know, foundation.
Now, we, over the past, I guess, several months, we've had some great shows from over in Harrison County. We have some other people over there. I know we want to get Butch on. Butch Ostolet is going to be chairing the Jolly this year.
Yes.
And, I'll actually be going to see Butch a little bit later today. But We also got, obviously, an office over in the Gulfport area.
I know.
And so
Thank you so much, Michael Soderman.
Well, Michael, we need to get Michael to come
yes,
on the
most
show.
certainly. And Frank talking about the flag. And
that'd be a great show.
Commissioner Tyndall.
We have some great ideas coming up, and we've got a great show to start off the year with Richard. Richard is,
love him.
you know, one of the first people I'll probably introduce you to because Richard and I go back to the beginning.
Yes, but see, I've always heard of Scranton's my whole life. I mean, that was the place.
Right.
And now he's become a friend.
He'll be a friend to a lot of people. Richard does so much in our community. So I'm excited, to get with him. But I am excited about this upcoming year. And like I said, let's look at this set because it's about to go.
I know, more will be revealed for your sake and ours.
Well, looking forward to that. And we're going to take a short commercial break. We're going to come back. My very, very good friend, Richard Chenoweth, is going to be our guest. We're going to talk about Scranton's. We're going to talk about some exciting new things at Scranton's, maybe some things you don't know. So don't touch that remote. We'll be right back.
Hey, this is Courtney Anderson. Join me each week on this station for Spotlight Gulf Coast.
Join us as we interview community leaders all across our region.
Together, we're making a difference.
At Airmasters, we take pride in serving our customers.
For the past 40 years, Airmasters Mechanical has demonstrated an excellent approach to customer service by responding to their needs in a timely manner with a very knowledgeable and professional staff. Whether it's commercial, industrial, or residential, Airmasters is here for you and ready to help.
We're here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
I can always depend on Airmasters, and so can you.
Airmasters Mechanical, 228-497-6462.
Welcome back, everyone. Courtney and I are joined, like I said, by my very, very good friend, Richard Chenoweth. And Richard, I don't want to say how far back we go because that dates both of us, and we don't want to scare Courtney.
I found out I'm 30 years older than Courtney.
Well, I think when Courtney came over here, that was one of the first places we went to eat. It was one of the first places that I took her to Rotary because, you know, that's obviously at the Grand Magnolia. But I will say, let me start off by saying, you know, you've become a great personal friend over these years. I mean, we've been through a lot together, and like you can say, I could count my true friends on one hand, and you'd be one of them. We've been through a lot. We have a lot of mutual good friends. Dick is a great friend of both of ours. People may not know that you know Jimmy Buffett. Jimmy pops in one time on a McAnally concert.
I didn't know that. We'll talk about that for sure.
But
I don't have a cell number.
Really.
You've been the king of joy, or I mean, just
that was a great honor. 77.
I think the only thing Mardi Gras I've been to since I've been over here was when you were the king, and you know, I really enjoyed that because it was for a friend, you know, and so I was very happy for you. But Richard, you've done a lot for our community, done a lot for the Bako McCarty Foundation. We just had our thank you event there, and Courtney helped put that on. And
you did a great job on it.
Oh, thank you. Everybody was talking about raving the food. They couldn't believe that Scranton's was there.
Well, they were talking about the decorations too, the way clever decorations.
Well, the decorations, having it outside in the courtyard, everybody really loved that sort of setup.
I think so.
In fact, that may end up coming into play next year. But what a unique place to have with that historic hotel right there, and then you've got that courtyard, then you got the ballroom, and it really did work out well. We maybe thinking about some other events.
And the ambience, I mean, you know, and it's historic. People from other places that everyone knows about the Grand Magnolia.
And it's got great acoustics too. I mean, when the music's going in there, it's just it just
and
warms
the lighting. mean? I love all the history of it.
We actually turned that place in that night. That was sort of neat. And, you know,
I love the letters on the stage.
Oh,
the way
yeah.
they were all
That
set
was,
up.
Oh, yeah, the Jolly. That's,
Yeah. First thing a lot of people saw. But Richard, you've always given back to the community. I know Bako McCarty's dear to your heart because, I mean, you've been our chair of our Jolly, but you do a lot.
Well, I mean, I've found out over the years, it comes back to you. And that's not the reason why I do it, but it does. The positivity comes back as long as you're positive with the community and everything like that. It does come back in unique ways, ways that you don't expect.
Right.
Right.
And that's, I think that's how we met. I mean, M&M Bank, when I was over here building the new bank, we'd get y'all to come over and do all the catering when we had the new arrangement.
Schlepping all the food up the stairs.
And then I met Brooke, and of course Brooke was one of your waitresses, and she ended up working for me for a while, and then Charlotte and Tommy, and before you know it, you know, we're all doing all this.
Charlotte knows everybody,
Yeah.
or she's related to everybody.
And she works for you?
She works for me. And her daughter is Brooke.
How long has she been there?
She's been there almost 20 years now.
Yeah. They're,
I mean, 39 years, that's huge.
Yes. Yep. There's Mary Mahoney's and Scranton's.
I know.
the
And my
two oldest.
stepdad last night was talking about, they're like, you're getting richer from Scranton's? And I mean, your commercials, it's just wonderful.
Great.
Well, Richard, you've again, you're very well known in the restaurant business, and we're going to take a short commercial break here, but we're going to come back. We've done a lot of changes, and we want to talk about that because I think people are going to be hopefully pleasantly surprised, you know, about just some of the changes. And so we're going to take a short commercial break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about Scranton's in particular, about some of the changes that's happened to what we call the old historic firehouse.
It's changing as we speak right down the street.
Well,
It
very
sure
excited.
is, I know.
Very
I wanna
excited
go for
about
lunch.
that. So we're going to take a short commercial break. We'll be right back.
Come on in to Scranton's Restaurant and Catering in downtown Pascagoula, where ordering just got faster and more convenient. Once you've placed your order, one of our servers will hand you a number. Take that number to the table that you desire to sit at, and in no time, a waitress will be out with your delicious Scranton's food. Scranton's Restaurant and Catering, 623 Delmas Avenue in beautiful Pascagoula.
Hi, I'm Richard Chenoweth with Scranton's Restaurant and Catering, and today I'm going to show you our award-winning Reuben sandwich. We've been dishing out this Reuben sandwich for 36 years. The secret is in the sauce, the bread, and the cooking technique. This is just one of the delicious items you'll find on the menu. So come see us at Scranton's.
One of the things that I really enjoyed about the Lighthouse is everything is immaculate. It is fresh smell, fresh look. Every individual that works at the Lighthouse, when they approach you, it is in a professional yet caring manner. When you're looking for a place that you want to absolutely make sure you're making a decision about where your loved one is going to be living, those details are important.
Gulf Sales and Supply wants everyone to know that whether you need one more tool for that honey-do list this weekend, or if you're a contractor in need of hundreds, they are your source to save you time and money. Top quality tools from leading manufacturers including DeWalt, Makita, Porter Cable, Klein, Milwaukee, Pronto, or 3M, and much more. Over 400,000 items are available from over 2,000 vendors. Stop by today at 1909 Kenneth Avenue, Pascagoula, and let their highly knowledgeable crew find the perfect tool for your job. That's Gulf Sales and Supply.
There's a magic in the air out here.
An exciting place to be.
A Peak Casino Resort and Spa. There's fun for everyone. When you need to get away, Biloxi is the place to stay. A Peak Casino Resort and Spa. There's fun for everyone.
Welcome back, everyone. Courtney Anderson and I are certainly excited that you've tuned in for our first show of 2021. I got our good friend Richard Chenoweth, and Richard, we were just talking about a lot of your involvement in the community, but first and foremost, obviously, you're I guess the owner of one of the most famous restaurants here on the coast.
I think
Everybody's
so.
heard of Scranton's,
Yeah.
and I've eaten there so many times, and few thousand. So Courtney and I love to go over there at lunchtime when we can, and she latched
dip.
on to.
I know, I was just about to say, what's in the tuna dip? We need
Yeah.
to tell them about
Yeah,
it.
she's always been a part of
I
that.
love tuna dip.
She does.
Well, good. I'm glad you like ours.
Yes, I do.
Now, one of the things, Richard, that people may not have known about Scranton's upstairs, of course I would, because we used to always throw our M&M Christmas parties upstairs, and you had that big stairwell, which was sort of unique. We were like, this is an interesting little climb here. But we would have events up there for many, many, many years, and people remember it as that. Well, things changed.
Well, you know, they've had events up there since 1925, and it was
Wow.
built as the civic center of its day. It's 3,200 square feet of rock maple dance floor. The Firehouse Band played there and everything like that. They did all the city meetings. They did wrestling matches. They did boxing matches. They did any
I've heard
major
that.
event, town meetings, and
Right.
any major event was done up there. In fact, when all the teachers voted to strike in Mississippi, the Pascagoula Separate School District teachers did it upstairs at Scranton's. There's a lot of history up there. But it was time for a change. And so what we did is we sectioned it off into 4 lofts with living room, kitchen combinations, with bathroom, you know, of course, bathrooms, bathroom, bedroom combination. So it's living area and then sleeping area, bath area. And then 3 of them have balconies. The one in the back, if you're a train lover, your balcony is going to be looking over the trains
Right.
as they go by. And they're really, we kept all the historical features. So it's like 15-foot ceilings, brick walls, the plenty of windows and everything like that. The balconies, of course. The 2 in the front share the front balcony overlooking Main Street. It's just really, really exciting.
I think that, and Courtney being from Gulfport, you know, after Katrina, a lot of things changed, and business owners started thinking, instead of rebuilding like we were, let's change things up. And you're starting to see this mixed use more and more. I mean, we were talking about it back at, you know, the old processes right after Katrina. How are we going to rebuild? And one of the things was, you have a business downstairs, a lot of upstairs weren't being utilized, and yeah, a lot of the cities started using that. It's nice to see, you know, Pascagoula doing
It's
it.
changing, it's growing, it's
If
enhancing
I'm telling you,
Pascagoula.
you're not going to recognize, I mean, downtown Pascagoula in 2 years. There's so much activity going on this year. I mean, the PRA, the chamber, corporations, turf masters, just all these different businesses have come together with one goal, and that's to revitalize downtown Pascagoula.
And Mississippi Power is always involved in a lot of
Mississippi Power,
this,
of course.
and
Thank
we
you.
actually
They've helped a lot.
Well, and we have some other projects we haven't even announced yet that are coming right down the street there
Yeah.
that we're doing as a big partnership between, I know, Mississippi Power, ourselves, M&M's involved with that, and you know, we're incorporating Walter Anderson Museum and things for the kids and stuff. So it is nice to see that our leaders are all, you know, well, people are coming together. We're a closer community today.
That's what it's taking. All of us
You
coming together.
gravitate towards each
And,
other.
and we're taking one project, getting that going, then moving to another project. I mean, you know, we're learning from the projects, the successes and the failures and everything like that, and we're moving ahead with other projects too. It's just.
And you're
real.
seeing this in a lot of cities. Ocean Springs obviously had the perfect location. We're able to do it quickly. Gulfport it's a different.
Yeah, and downtown Gulfport,
It's
there's a lot of
unbelievable.
exciting things
Right.
going on.
Yeah, and you're now starting to see people just think out of the box how they can use an old facility, turn it into something new, and
Well, you know, Hancock Bank building's going to have 27 apartments with a rooftop bar there. The Oddfellows building's going to have 5 apartments. Within all this is within this end of this year, about a
Right,
year
I know.
from
and like
now.
the rooftop bar, I mean, that's like Nashville. I
Right.
mean, we're really
We're
getting
gonna-
up to speed.
We're going to have an alleyway. You know, we're going to have
Love
an
it.
outdoor dining and everything in the alleyway. So you know, we're trying to.
Yeah, and
you
you're
know,
making
really
the
move it from-
experience. It's all about the experience.
Exactly.
And then, I mean, it's just the whole deal.
They can start upstairs and come downstairs.
That's
and move,
right.
You know.
Well, obviously Delmas, is the street that if you were going to come to Pascagoula, you'd always take a right there to the old Broomfields, and you go down the street real slow. We have all our festivals right there in the street. We've had sock hops out there. I mean, just over the past 20 years to see all the things that have happened there. That's where we used to have the Easter egg hunts for the little kids.
Well, now just imagine you've got 100 people living down there. So you've got people 24 hours a day. You've got people coming in during the day and people coming back to live at night and everything like that. That's just going to cause things to really take off.
Now, when you were doing this mixed use, developing this, upstairs, you also decided to change the entire look of the restaurant.
Yeah.
And I mean, you did. I couldn't believe it.
My motto is, with chaos comes opportunity.
Right.
You can't look at it as a dead end. You've got to look at it to move forward and everything like that. And we were getting old and stale after 38 years, and we had competition coming right and left around us and everything like that, that our business was dropping down. So we decided to just completely change the look downstairs, completely change the way we went from table service to fast casual, where you come in and order and then sit down and go to, then we'll bring you your food and everything like that.
Has that been good?
That's been great. Then the front dining room, we completely tore all that out and put in, new flooring, new seating. We put the market in to where now we have people that come in and they either sit down and eat or they grab and go. They can grab sandwiches, soup, salads, whatever they want
like
to go. Yeah, it's all pre-made, and then they just grab it and go, or they can grab lunch and also grab dinner.
You have really thought out of the box, haven't you?
And we're trying to do some Mississippi stuff. We've got Haven's Creamery, which is this ungodly ice cream that they make.
Right.
We just sell tons of that ice cream, and they sell the milk too.
I was about to buy a couple of them last night, but I decided to pass on it. I was like,
I didn't see that on the menu.
You lost a little weight, you can get it back again.
It's, well, that is good though, because you're giving a small business that exposure here.
From Lucedale.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's fresh. I mean, it's from the cow when it comes. It's only traveled, 30, 45 miles?
Right.
It's just,
I think when we're blessed here in Pascagoula, we've got some great restaurateurs. I mean, Stephen Brady, great restaurateur. Keith.
Yes,
I mean, just
cornerstone.
What makes a successful restaurateur, they become part of the restaurant. They come out, they greet you. Everybody knows them in the town. I mean, if you're just going to open a restaurant and let somebody, just run it and never go to it, you're probably not going to be there too long.
Right.
And so, you become a staple of this community. And I mean, I don't know anybody that doesn't. You got to run for mayor.
No.
I know.
Just because you
Sorry
know
about
people
that, Jay.
doesn't qualify.
Jay will be But
Jay Willis is running for mayor. He'll do a great job.
Well, he will. And again, everybody knows Jay. And that's how this town is. And I found the same thing over in Gulfport. That leaders know each other. I mean, there's a lot of networking that goes on.
Yeah, the same interests, they're like-minded,
Yeah.
they think alike.
And that is neat.
Well, because it takes us all working together.
It
You can't be
does.
enemies and move your community forward, and
Right.
that's the main focus, is let's move this community forward.
Right. And one of the things I
Takes a
want to,
village.
It really does.
I noticed on our show, every time I'm watching it, we have a commercial for Scranton's, and that was something new about a year ago. And I'm pretty particular about who advertises on our show. I said, well, Richard can.
As much as you do for us,
Oh,
and
no.
make time for it on top of your family and cooking every night.
Well, and that's you've had the opportunity, Richard, to be a part of this community. You've had the opportunity to travel. I know that was very important to
Oh,
you.
I miss that right now. Boy.
Wait, and you did. I mean, you spent a year that like bucket list. Let's go all over the place.
go.
And
I bought an RV.
Don't think about it. Let's go.
Alaska's my last state to go to.
Oh,
Really?
yes, for
So
sure.
I've been to 49 states, and Alaska's the last one.
well,
My
it's
grandparents did that, and it was just awesome. The pictures were.
Yeah.
it's still up there and it's still cold. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
that-
I don't know.
I think you can socially distance up there too, I think.
Well, we've got about a minute left on this segment. Again, I want to thank you
Thank
for
you.
taking the time to
thank you.
come.
And
But
Happy New Year.
You're here. Happy birthday too.
Oh, thank
Tell
you
every-
too.
tell everybody where Scranton's is, because we're playing all over the coast. And
623 Delmas Avenue, right in the heart of downtown, in the old fire station. What used to be City Hall and the fire station.
And it's a one-way street, so you got to come down, that's Pascagoula Street.
Come down Pascagoula Street,
take a right.
Right after you cross the railroad.
You don't want to go up Magnolia and try to take a left, but I have seen that one too.
And you're going to hit the train, I mean.
And
I've actually seen people going the opposite way on the one-way street.
That's probably one of the most exciting things I'm looking for.
Of them, right when I started, I was like, oh.
One of the most exciting things that we have to look forward to is that silly train finally one day moving.
It's going north.
That's right. One thing I think about with Pascagoula. I'm like the train.
Well, they've changed that.
Yeah, it's about to change.
I saw that.
8 to 4 o'clock in the morning is when they do the switching now.
Oh,
yeah, they have started the process, and it's about to get a lot better. And,
and that's Bryce Wiggins. That's the community working together. That's just you know, and people complaining. That helped.
Yeah. Again, appreciate you coming on.
Well, thank you.
Again,
appreciate
Courtney,
y'all very much.
Appreciate you giving us a little recap of what it was like to start off and where we're at today. We're real excited. Y'all say goodbye to this little set that we have right here, because we're going to have a new set. We have some very exciting things coming up in 2021, and I'm just elated that I've got somebody that has such a passion.
I do. I love it.
She'll keep me to the fire.
And I love y'all. I love the community.
Well, thank you.
The Baco McCarty Foundation has grown from a virtually unknown nonprofit to become one of the most important supporters of youth, education, and cultural causes in the Gulf Coast region. Strategic partnerships with the IP Casino Resort and Spa, Chevron, Mississippi Power, Butch Ostolet Autoplex, Airmasters, Gulf Sales and Supply, Citizens Bank, Andercorp, Ray Brandt Auto Group, and numerous other local businesses that have allowed us to continue to make a positive difference in our leaders of tomorrow. The IP Casino Resort and Spa has partnered with the foundation over the past 13 years, donating close to $3 million. Together, we have worked to help organize several major events along the Gulf Coast. Events that heighten not only awareness, but events that raise significant funds to support these various groups. The foundation has become one of the largest financial contributors to the Chamber of Commerce Explosion of Excellence Scholarship Program, having donated well over $100,000 to deserving students. We assist our local Boys and Girls Clubs, having helped to secure funding for buildings, and we annually present scholarships for their Youth of the Year. The Baco McCarty Foundation believes that investing in our leaders of tomorrow has tremendous rewards and is the largest financial supporter for Rotary scholarships in our region. We present the Special Olympics hosted by the YMCA, which allows special needs athletes from across the Gulf Coast area to compete in various swimming competitions. Together, we have partnered with Chevron to purchase the Aquavan to help bring the Mississippi Aquarium to local students. We founded and present the Senior PGA Junior Clinic as part of the Rapiscan Classic, an event that features professional golfers, teaching youth about the game of golf while stressing important life lessons. We co-founded the One Coast Ambassador of the Year event, where we present our Coast Youth of the Year scholarships. This event has become an instant success and will return this year. Several years ago, the Foundation and the IP Casino decided to present a unique coast-wide fashion show, which features local boutiques and well-known local community models. South Mississippi Living magazine joined our team, and Renaissance the Runway has become a tremendous hit. The Jolly McCarty Memorial 2-Day Extravaganza has become one of the signature events in all of South Mississippi and is one of the largest golfing events in Gulf Coast history. Butch Ostolet will chair this year's event and help our team raise hundreds of thousands of dollars for local causes. The foundation stays connected throughout the year with many special projects that bring joy and happiness to so many. From supporting the exceptional school to presenting dance recitals that reiterate the real meaning of the season. The Baco McCarty Foundation has partnered with Chevron and other local businesses and established the Second Chance Mississippi Fund to help meet the educational and workforce development needs of our community.
As we move forward, we and the agencies we serve want to say thank you for your generous support.
Together, we are making a difference.